Hey everybody, it's Miss Force. I'm going to help lead you through Unit 2, Lesson 22 on inequalities and their applications to inequalities. So let's go ahead and take a look at 22.1. You're going to see that all of these problems in this lesson are going to walk us through real-world applications of inequalities. So we're going to start off with 22.1, which is about landscaping options. So, a homeowner is making plans to landscape her yard. She plans to hire professionals to install grass sod in some parts of the yard and flower beds in other parts. So, it looks like the two things we're measuring are grass sod and flower beds. The grass sod is going to cost $2 per square foot. So, I'm going to write that out. So, that's going to be $2 per square foot. So, that's feet squared. And then the flowers are going to be $12 per square foot. And the important thing to remember in here is that her budget for the project is $3,000. So we do not want to go over $3,000. Question number 1 wants us to write an equation, so not quite an equality yet, but an equation that represents the square feet of grass sod. So they're telling you that X is grass sod. So I'll kind of color coordinate it for you. X is the grass. And they're going to identify the Y as the flower beds. So Y is equal to flower beds. So we've worked a lot on writing equations. If it's $2 per square foot on grass and $12 per square foot on flowers, then our equation will look something like this. So $2 per grass plus $12 per square foot on flowers, and we're going to set it equal to 3,000 because she's only allowed to spend, or she's budgeting $3,000. So that's part 1, pretty simple. Now we're going to go to part 2, and they actually want us to sketch a graph of this equation. And this is a little bit tricky because if you'll notice, our equation is not in y equals mx plus b form. You could spend some time to, move the 2x over and then divide everything by 12, and then you could get it into y equals mx plus b form. But there is kind of a quicker way to reason this out. Now remember, when you're graphing a line, you only really care about 2 points, because once you have 2 points, you can take your ruler and you can draw your line right through the 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on 2 easy points to get, and those are going to be your intercepts. So I'm going to put X here, which is your grass. Remember, X is grass, and that's $2, right? And Y is your flower bed, and that's $12 per square foot. So let's just make this really simple and get 2 points. If I do not buy any grass, so if I put a 0 in for my grass, then that means I have all of my money to spend on a flower bed. So I've got $3,000 to spend at $12 per square foot, and this is why you see me bring my calculator over here. If I divide that by 12, I'm going to get 250. So there is one of my intercepts, 0, 250. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that. 0 and 250 is right here. Let's go ahead and reverse the situation. And let's say I have $0 for flowers. I don't want to plant any flowers, and I've just spent all of my $3,000 on grass. So $3,000 divided by $2 per square foot. You know what? I should have just done that in my head. That's going to be 1,500. So there is my other intercept. And this one is my x-intercept. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that, this is nice. I already have it marked up for you guys. I'm going to put one right there. Now, all you ever need is 2 points to make a line, right? So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to bring up my ruler and connect the 2 points as best as I can. Uh-oh, screen's moving on me. All right, let's see. It's not as easy to line these two up as it is maybe on paper, but we're going to see. Maybe if I shift that up a little bit. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and draw the line through it. Oh, that's a big line. Let's see if I can get a little bit skinnier so I can kind of see better. That's better. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now you might be able to pull, if you wanted to, pull up a few more points on our table. So it looks like, according to my line, this is a really good possible solution. This is saying that if I have 1,200 square feet of grass, I can afford 50 flower beds. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how you can double check to make sure that that's actually correct. So let's come in here. Oh, I guess I got to go a little bit thicker and test that out. So 1,200. If I have 1,200 square feet at $2, that's going to be, well, I'll just show you, but it should be 24, right? That's going to cost me $2,400. If I have $3,000 to spend, that means I have $600 left over for flowers. And if there is $600 left over and it's $12 a square foot, there's my 50. So that is another solution to this situation. And since this is linear, you can actually follow this pattern back up and find more points on this line. So this is down 2 over 3, so up 2, back 1, 2, 3. There's another solution that's at 900. I can get 900 square feet of grass and 100 square feet of flowers. And then you can always double check it. 900 at $2 per square foot. That's $1,800. 100 at 12 plus the 1,200 it's going to cost me, because that's going to be $12 times 100. And there's my $3,000, which is my budget. Of course, there's a lot more points to pick on here, but the whole point is to get a quick sketch of the graph. And remember, the easiest way to make a really quick sketch of a line, if it's not in y equals mx plus b form, is to go ahead and find its intercepts. Find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, connect the dots.